Alrighty.
I didn't know you were already like wrote these in shit.
I don't know if they caught you because of my noise gate, but I don't know why I procrastinate this crap. It is the day before we're supposed to submit our Guess the Banzukes, and I'm here to give you my submission. I also do apologize for those people that have been noticing in their alerts the Natsu Basho 2023. No, you guys did not miss the tournament. It is from 3 years ago, but I read a couple of funny comments. Oh my god, I thought I missed something. It's like, guys, come on, Teru no Fuji is in the thumbnail. You haven't missed anything, don't worry. But I decided to keep those, live for the public viewing for a day and then put them behind members only, kind of as an incentive, like, hey, if you want to become a member and watch these historical things. Anyway, nobody cares about that. You want to hear my horrible guesses for Guess the Banzuke, because I am terrible at this and you should totally never ever take my advice. So I'm going to show you what not to do. So first things first, Aonishiki is going to fall to Ozeki 1 East, and Kirishima as the new Ozeki will be Ozeki 2 West, the lowest ranked Ozeki. No, he will not displace Aonishiki, because even though Aonishiki had a losing record this tournament, and now that he is Kadoban, it is because Kirishima is a fresh promotion. Granted, he's had Ozeki before, but in this case, he is a fresh promotion, so he will occupy that new slot made for himself. Because of that, Maegashira 17 West will be cut off. So, looking at the rest of the top of the Banzuke, Kirishima moves up. Takayasu realistically has an argument to stay where he is. We'll get into a lot of that, but I see a lot of green moving up, a lot of red moving down, as per usual. Except for Onosato, he will stay where he is. But as far as the Judio demotions go, so it's very obvious. We have Midori Fuji down and out. 0015. Onokatsu being 168 from Maegashira 6, I think is the next likely candidate to be pushed down to make room for Wakanosho. I believe, looking at Judio, 9-6 Judio 1, Ryuden, obviously, Saruno Umiyasa, Suiryu, Tomokaze, all losing records. Daiseizan and 8-7's not going to get him there. Wakanosho should absolutely get there. And then there's nobody else in the neighborhood. So, looking at who is going to demote, Onokatsu 1-14 from Maegashira 6. Let's take a query at this Banzuke. If it wants to load. It was having trouble loading earlier. It might not load now. But I don't think it's much of a gamble. I mean, if you just look at it, 1 win, 14 losses. Half of those losses are out for injury. He's going to be crashing down to Judio. And that means Fujiryoga likely stays saved and keeps his rank. Then we'll have Ryuden at Maegashira 16 and Wakanosho. Oops. Wakanosho also occupy Maegashira 16. From here, we started at the bottom. Let's keep working from the bottom. We have Kotoeho and Kinbozan. They're going to move up a couple of ranks together. I believe they will overtake Mitake Umi, but they won't overtake Nishiki Fuji, and Asanoyama will likely stay above them as well. Fuji Seiyun is going to go pretty high with that 10 and 5. We'll put him up there. Shodai, we'll move him up. The doggies are being annoying because it's a little bit of a thunderstorm right now. Let's see. Koto Shoho should be shooting up the ranks. We'll put him outside of Komusubi for now. Takanosho is going to get leapfrogged right there. And it looks like there will be a bit of a traffic jam up here. Atami Fuji is going to be moving up to Sekiwake. Takayasu, again, very likely has the opportunity to stay Sekiwake, but I'll put him on the outside anyway. Wakataka Kage is going to be moving up at least to Komusubi. I don't think he'll move up to Sekiwake because there's going to be an argument for Koto Shoho's 11-4. So we'll put Koto Shoho kind of up here next to Takayasu. And then We'll go to the other side of the Banzuke in a second. Yoshino Fuji might occupy Maegashira 1. Oho might stay there. Shura no Umi is going to move down. Maegashira 2. 4 and 11, that's a -7-ish, so a -9. But they're usually kind to those guys near the top, so let's drop them to like Maegashira 5. I usually only take like half hour, 45 minutes. What are you going to play? Oh, the horror game? Okay. If you hear my wife screaming, it's because she's playing a horror game.
No, I don't. It is.
Yeah. Surprised you're not playing Tomodachi. Yeah. Let's see. Onokatsu, I said, is going to be demoted. Hakuno Fuji, also out for injury, but he got 5 wins as well. And don't ask me why that weird ad in some language I absolutely can't read keeps popping up. I have no idea what that is. Hakuno Fuji is going to fall probably to Maegashira 12. They're not going to be kind to him because of the injury. Tamawashi is, because they were fighting losses for all of his losses, they are going to be slightly kinder to him. So let's put him down here. Roga, another 5 and 10. Osho Umi, another 5 and 10. They're all going to be right next to each other, I believe. So we can scooch them down and probably scooch all of these winners up a little bit further. On the other side of the Banzuke, I've never done it like this before. I don't think I've done it one side to the other side before. So, let's see if this philosophy works. Let's see. Asahakuryu is going to go up a bunch of ranks. He is definitely going to leapfrog Nishiki Fuji, but won't leapfrog Fuji Seiyun. So let's put him like next to Sanoyama. We have Chiyoshoma. He's going to go even higher than that. Asakoryu is probably going to get leapfrogged by Chiyoshoma. Gonoyama is going to move way up. Ichiyamamoto is going to move higher. And my boy Fujinokawa is going to move up as well. Then at Maegashira 3 and 4, we have a couple of 7 and 8s. Abi is going to take the hit and fall down. Another 4, 6, 5. He's probably going to get hit hard, probably down to I want to say Maegashira 12. Actually, Oshoma is probably going to stay above Abi, while Uda and Toki Hayate will fall below him. Where Shishi goes, I don't really know. Maybe somewhere in here. Probably not Maegashira 12. Let me put him at 13. Tobizaru is going to definitely fall down. Midori Fuji is down and out. So we can kind of see already where a lot of people can slot in. Again, we also have to remember this is an empty spot up here and an empty Maegashira 17 West. Again, I think Fuji Ryoga will hold on. The next lowest guy that isn't Onokatsu that might get demoted would be Osho Umi, but I feel like that 5 and 10, he might just stay at Maegashira 16, Maegashira 15. I'll check again if I'm able to ask the Banzuke, and it's not letting me, so I guess we'll just do this blind. This is what I get for procrastinating, everybody.
As always.
I had several weeks to do this, but I was like, nah, I'm listening to music now. I'll talk about the good music I've listened to during the Basho. But let's see. I think an argument that will be made is, does Takayasu keep his rank? We've seen him keep his rank before. I think he very likely will. I don't think Koto Shoujo is going to skip up to Sekiwake. And they might want to keep Fujinokawa out of the Sanyaku as well. So Maegashira 1 for Fujinokawa. Takanosho might find him. He's going to find himself above Ichiyamamoto. He has to. The question is, does Yoshino Fuji fall down too? What's the flex here? What is the play? Let me see if anyone else has said anything in some of these other discords. So now I'm just actually copying other people's homework. Let's see. Well, Let me open this one up. This person already has Fuji Ryoga falling while I don't, so that's one huge discrepancy. But they have Takayasu staying at Sekiwake. Koto Shoho moving up to Komusubi. Yeah. I think that's most likely to happen. Let me see. Oh, they also have Ozeki 2 East, so that might be a mistake by me. I know I said it earlier that it would be West, but I still don't understand when it's West versus East when they add that third slot. Because I think it was because we only had one Yokozuna at the time. It was the Yokozuna East, so they needed that extra West slot. So I might have mixed that up on my end. So let's see. That one's in Japanese. I don't feel like parsing that right now. This might be the only homework we copy if I don't do the Japanese one then. So let's see. We have this one. I mean, I can kind of read the names. I've been reading these names for years now. So let's see. Ryuden at Maegashira 16. A lot of Waka no Show along to Maegashira 15, or up to Maegashira 15. Now, I'll try to parse that later. But for me, let's keep Takayasu at Sekiwake. We've seen it before. We'll see it again. Koto Shoho will make his way up to Komusubi. I feel like he's going to get smacked back down. Fujinokawa, Maegashira 1. Let's do Yoshino Fuji falls half of a rank. Takanosho moves up to Maegashira 1. So let's highlight this in like a very light red to denote that he was a 7 and 8 that did fall. Then we have to fit Gonoyama somewhere around Hirata Umi, Oho, and Daisho. Gonoyama was 10 and 5 from Maegashira 10. I feel like he doesn't need to displace any of these people. So he could just slot right into the Maegashira 4 here. Shurano Umi 4 and 11 from Maegashira 2. Let's move around a couple of guys. Let's see. Asakoryu and Shioshoma. I mean, these guys are going to be shooting up the Banzuke. There's a big gap right here in the middle that we need to kind of extend out these bottom ranks to fit all of these losers. So let's see how this is going to shake out. I would like to simply ask history its opinion, and here we go. So let's do, first things first, does a Maegashira 6 with 1 win and 14 losses fall out to Judio? That happened once in the 60s, and he did indeed fall to Judio. Let's see what happens with a 2 and 13. Bottom of Maegashira. So it happened to Bushuyama twice. Both times in January. Bushuyama, what happened? Why don't you like January as a Maegashira 6, Bushuyama? But yeah, we really don't have anything for this kind of thing. But I really do believe it will be Onokatsu to fall down and out, make way for Wakanosho. And Ryuden. Fuji Ryoga will stay. And let's see now. Again, it shouldn't be too hard to suss this out. Shodai 8-7 from Maegashira 8. Fuji Seiyun 10-5 from Maegashira 13. I think Shodai stays above him. Shirana Umi, a Maegashira 2 with a 4 and 11. Let's check that one next. Maegashira 2, 4 and 11. I feel like that one happens a lot more often. And it does. So let's do sort by rank. Maegashira 5, 6. Mostly 7s is what I'm seeing. Lots of 8s and 9s. Looks like 7 is the average. 8 seems to be the median. Yeah, it seems to fall to Maegashira 8 if you're Churano Umi here. Let's put him below. Oops. Not that. Let's put him below Shodai and Fuji Seiyun for now. We're definitely going to bump up these guys. Chiyoshoma, Asakoryu, Asahakuryu. But we have to compare where they're going to fall next to these guys. So Shodai and Fuji Seiyun can be like this right next to each other still. Chiyoshoma is going to be below Fuji Seiyun, so let's actually move Shodai over, Fuji Seiyun up, Chiyoshoma up. Let's see. Asa Koryu is going to be above Asanoyama, but below Fuji Seiyun and everybody else. So Asa Koryu is going to move up, 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 probably to Maegashira 6 here. There's really nobody else that can occupy that. Asa Hakuryu with a 10 and 5 from Maegashira 16. Going to stay below Asanoyama and Fuji Seiyun, but above everybody else over here. So let's put Asanoyama up here. Asa Hakuryu, Maegashira 8, and then Nishiki Fuji, Keen Bolzan, Kotoeho, and Mitakeyumi. That's a huge leap for a bunch of these guys, but the thing that I think might work in their favor is the fact that the losing, even though their winning records were not that strong, the losing records were very weak, like 5-10, 5-10, 5-10, 5-10, 5-10. I don't think I've seen more 5-10s on a Banzuke than I do on this one. Abi, he's gonna fall and crash. He has nowhere to go but down. Hakuno Fuji, 5-10, out for injury. Oshoma might be the only person that has a claim to stay like this high up. 6 and 9 from Maegashira 7. Like, we could easily bump down a couple of these guys over here. Let's push Oshoma in. That's comfortable, right? Down 2 ranks from Maegashira 7. Still above Keen Bolzan, who had a 9 and 6 from Maegashira 16. Arguably could put him above Nishiki Fuji, I think. Asa Hakuryu with a 10 and 5 from Maegashira 16. Arguably, you could put Oshoma and Maegashira 8 above those guys. Let's see what this guy did. Oshoma and Maegashira 8 above Abi, Asanoyama, Nishiki Fuji, Hakuno Fuji, and Asa Hakuryu. Very kind to Hakuno Fuji there. Only having him drop 2 ranks. Only having Abi drop 3 ranks. I don't agree with those at all. So, at the same time, I can see why they might have done that, because these demotions otherwise might be a little too harsh. So let's take a look at the Japanese one real quick. I'm going to try to find Abi. They put him in Maegashira 10. Let's see. They put him at Maegashira 10. Uda at Maegashira 11. Yeah, I could see that. Kotoeho only up to Maegashira 13. I could see that. So, you know, I am obviously being a little too harsh on these losers right now. Hakuno Fuji down to Maegashira 10. Again, I can definitely see someone like Mitakeyumi having his climb a little bit slower. But I think what I might want to do is, yeah, let's actually bump down a couple of these guys, like Kotoeho, Mitakeyumi, Keen Bolzan, Nishiki Fuji at Maegashira 8 with a 9 and 6. Again, there really isn't anyone that could keep him down. Like, Hakuno Fuji has to fall further. Oshoma is not falling that far. Abi, I could be a lot easier on Abi. 4 and 11 from Maegashira 5. Let's take a look at that. 4 and 11 from Maegashira 5, Maegashira 8, Maegashira 9, 10, 11, 12. Seems that the median is 11 west, so now I just said the losing records were so strong that these guys with weak winning records will move up further. In this case, for Abi, I think putting him around Maegashira 9, he's gonna fall below Oshoma for sure. And then Uda, Maegashira 8, 5, and 10. Let's ask about that. Maegashira 8, 5, and 10. Maegashira 9. Yeah, right. What was happening in the 60s? Maegashira 12, 12, 13, 14, median around 13 east, 12 west. That's pretty much where I have the opening. 13 east, 12 west. Like, I can bump Keen Bolzan over. I can bump Koto Eho up and over. I can bump Mitake Umi over. Mitake Umi going up, 3.5 ranks for a +1. I mean, that's natural. It's the bottom of the Banzuke. That's where the most flux is going to be. That's where a lot of people are going to be going everywhere, basically. And now, this is where it works itself out to be a lot more clean. We have Tamawashi, Roga, Osho, Umi, all 5 and 10, all right next to each other. Bam. Uda, Toki Hayate, 2 guys right next to each other. Shishi does have to fall. 6 and 9, he could fall 1. Uda, Toki Hayate, they could stand to be a little bit higher. Shishi does have to fall more than half of a rank. I could be kinder to Uda and Toki Hayate. I could be kinder to Tamawashi, Roga, and Osho Umi as well. But I feel like Hakuno Fuji is going to stay above them. Maybe not there, but let's stack them here. Am I missing someone? Did I do that again? Am I missing someone? Don't I always do this? Fuji Ryoga, Koto Eho, Keen Bolzan. Moved him over. Asahakuryu, Maegashira 8. Takiumi, Maegashira 15 up to 11. Midori Fuji is down and out. Nishiki Fuji up to Maegashira 8. Chiyoshoma up to Maegashira 6. Fuji Seiyun up to Maegashira 5. It's a huge jump, but I think he deserves it. Obizaru down 2 ranks. That's appropriate. Asanoyama up 5 ranks with a Maegashira 12. That's a little much, but let's put Nishiki Fuji above Asanoyama. Let's put Asanoyama a little bit further down. Shurano Umi, 4 and 11. Let's put him over. Now I'm splitting hairs while I'm trying to figure out who I'm missing. Let's see. Asanoyama. Asakoryu. Maegashira 6. Shishi down to Maegashira 12. Osho Umi down to Maegashira 15. Roga right above him. Tamawashi right above him. Gonoyama up to Maegashira 4. Toki Hayate. That's who I'm missing. Oh, no. Maegashira 14. Shodai. I know where he is. Maegashira 5. Uda. Maegashira 13. That's still a little too harsh. I'll fix that later. Akuno Fuji. Maegashira 12. Oshoma down to Maegashira 9. Onokatsu down and out. Ichi Yamamoto, Maegashira 2. Abi, Maegashira 9. Kotosho Hokumusubi. Takanosho 1. Daisho, Hirado Umi, and Oho all stay where they are. Shirano Umi down to 7. Fujinokawa up to 1. Fuji fell half of her rank. Wakataka up. Ami Fuji up. I'm missing Wakamoto Haru. I missed Wakamoto Haru, so that will likely change a lot. 3 and 12 from Komusubi. That's going to scooch a lot of people down and around. I'm not the only one that forgets sumo wrestlers. I don't want to see anyone typing in the comments about this. Let's see. I can share 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Never lower than 9. Never higher than 4 east. Probably somewhere around Maegashira 6. If we don't want to promote Chiyoshoma and Asakoryu that high, we could easily slot Wakamoto Haru somewhere in here. Hell, we could put him above Shodai, and that would still make sense. Gonoyama, I think, moves up to 4, though. So let's scooch everybody over by half of a rank. This is what's going to freaking kill me, too, when I'm going to get all of these single points instead of the bullseyes. I'm scooching everybody down half of a rank. Maegashira 5 for Wakamoto Haru. I think they'll give Gonoyama the nod. above Wakamoto Haru. 10 and 5 from Maegashira 10. It's a +6, so that's a lot. Actually, I think I will put Wakamoto Haru above Gonoyama. Maegashira 4 for Wakamoto Haru. It doesn't seem that harsh, but a lot of these winners were from very far down the Banzuke. Gonoyama, Maegashira 10. Shodai, Maegashira 8 with an 8-7. That's not going to leapfrog Komusubi that had a bad tournament, I don't think. Slotting right below Hiraru, Umi, Oho, and Daisho. I don't think there will be anything to displace those three. Gonoyama didn't have a strong enough winning record to go above them. And Wakamoto Haru, like, maybe if he were 5 and 10, maybe he moves down to Maegashira 3 and displaces them all by half of a rank. But I think that's fine where he is. So, let's take another look at what this person's cooking. Aonishiki, Kirishima, Tami Fuji, Takayasu, Wakataka, Koto, Shoho. Fujinokawa, Takanosho, Yoshino Fuji, Ichi Yamamoto. Hira, Oho. They actually do have Gonoyama moving up a lot. I don't really agree with that. The +5.5, the +6 seems pretty strong. Then they have Daisho moving over for that. Wakamoto Haru. Yeah. Fair. Then Shodai. Yeah, I have Shodai 5 West as well. Churano Umi. I have Churano Umi falling further. They have Asakoryu at 6. They have Asakoryu over Chiyoshoma. That's really strange. I would put Chiyoshoma over Asakoryu. Let's see. Or rather, I did put Chiyoshoma over Asakoryu. Fuji Seiyun. I have them at Maegashira 6. So, obviously, the middle is where most of the flux is going to be. Most of where the discrepancies lie. It's not like their picks are completely unreasonable. It's, again, one of those things where I can see what they're thinking. I can see the line of thought behind it. And although I disagree slightly, I can see what they're thinking. Then Fuji Seiyun, Chiyoshoma. I have them next to each other but a rank higher. Because I think Churano Umi and Asakoryu are going to be those lower ranks. Then Maegashira 8, they have Oshoma Abi. I have Oshoma Abi a bit further down. Maybe I am being a bit too harsh on both of them. Abi being that Maegashira 5, 4 and 11. A lot of it, or some of it, was out for injury. And those usually do count stronger in the loss column. So I do believe Abi is going to fall 5 ranks. Seems appropriate. Oshoma 6 and 9. I could be easier on Oshoma. I absolutely could be easier on Oshoma. I could definitely put him above like Asanoyama here. Asanoyama 8-7 from Maegashira 12. Oshoma 6-9 from Maegashira 7. I think we can split that hair and say Oshoma will stay above Asanoyama. Let's see. Then they have Asanoyama Hakuno Fuji. I have Oshoma Asanoyama. They don't have Nishiki Fuji going up as high as I do, which, again, Nishiki Fuji 9 and 6 from Maegashira 14. I have him going up +6. I could definitely be easier on Oshoma. Didn't I just say that? I could definitely be easier on Oshoma, put him up to Maegashira 8, so falling 1.5 ranks. Those winning records from the bottom, like I said earlier, are not super strong, so these losers are kind of getting saved by that virtue. But I'm going to be hard on Abi anyway. Let's see. Then they have Nishiki Fuji Asahakuryu at Maegashira 10. That's where I have Abi Keen Bowls on. I have Asahakuryu much higher. Let's see. He has Keen Bowls on at Maegashira 11. I have him at Maegashira 10. That's close. Uda, Tamawashi next to each other at Maegashiras 11 and 12. I have them much lower. I could be a bit tougher on Kotoeho. Because, again, that's the other thing, too, is just because they have the same record right next to each other does not mean they're going to have the same fall. So, I could be less kind to Kotoeho and less kind to Takeyumi. So actually, let's bump these guys off to the side for a second. Kotoeho and Takeyumi. Shishi has to fall. So let's do Hakuno Fuji 5 and 10. Part of that was injury. Uda, I think, will stay above Hakuno Fuji. Toki Hayate will stay below Uda, or below Hakuno Fuji. Tamawashi has to stay below Toki Hayate, kind of. Then we can slot Tamawashi over here. We can bump Dolga up. Tobizaru and Osho Umi. Omitake Umi has to move up from Maegashira 15. +1 from an 8 and 7 seems reasonable, don't you think? And Dolga does not have to be next to Tamawashi, so we could do something like this. Mitake Umi at Maegashira 13. Yeah, then Koto Eho below Mitake Umi. Tobizaru. Yeah, this is where it starts to get really tight. This is where it starts to get really tricky. They do have Wakanosho going up a little bit further. Looks like they have Osho Umi falling to that Maegashira 16 spot to kind of make room for Wakanosho. Where do they have Tobizaru? They have Tobizaru 14 west. They have Mitake Umi at 14 east. Bless you. Let's see, where do they have Kotoeho again? Kotoeho up to 13. So they have Kotoeho above Mitake Umi. That's something I agree with. Who do I scooch down? I think I have to... Do I scooch down Toki Hayate, move over Mitake Umi? Let's do this. So for now, let's do Olga, Amawashi, Takeyumi, Hayate, Kotoeho. Do that. That is big separation between Toki Hayate and Ura. Yeah, again, this is this is the thinking cap time. This is don't think too hard about it, lest you have steam coming out of your ears. Because again, just because they're 5 and 10 right next to each other does not mean they have to stay next to each other. Uda and Toki Hayate 1 rank apart. Uda Maegashira 11, Toki Hayate Maegashira 13. If it makes sense, then it makes sense, you know? Toki Hayate minus 4.5, while Uda only gets a minus 3. Doesn't seem fair, but life's not fair. That's one thing we just got to keep in mind all the time. Sanayama to Maegashira 9, that's where I have him. Ishiki Fuji up to Maegashira 9, that's where I have him too. Abi Maegashira 10. Let's see. Hakuno Fuji Maegashira 10, Keen Bolzon at Maegashira 11. I wanna put Keen Bolzon higher. Let's see. Yeah, Uda Maegashira 11. Where do they have Shishi? Shishi at Maegashira 12. Let's see. I without splitting any more hairs and without using any more brain power, I think this is where I'm going to what I am arriving at and what I will likely stay at. Let's see. Could just for no reason put Osho Umi down a little bit further just to bump up Wakanosho. But I think Wakanosho going up to Maegashira 16 is fine. Fujiri Olga will be the anchor at the bottom. I think this guess is fine. I think this is fine. The top seems to be a consensus as to how that will fall. Fujinokawa, Maegashira 1, Takanosho across from him. Yoshino Fuji does fall that half a rank. Ichiyamamoto next to him. And then the 3, 7, and 8s anchor that middle right there. Then they have Gon Oyama moving up to Maegashira 4. And Wakamoto Haru down to Maegashira 5. That could be a coin flip right there. I have that coin flipped. This person has Gon Oyama up to Maegashira 4, bumping down Daieisho. So I feel like everyone is going to have the same Yokozuna to Maegashira 3. And then after that is where it starts to get really screwy. So good luck to everybody. This is my Guess the Banzuke. I hope you enjoyed watching. And for those watching, it is Sunday night. We have a couple of weeks until the Basho begins proper. 1, 2, 3 actually. And I am currently scheduling myself to be on a podcast a week before the tournament starts. 2 podcasts, actually. One of them is VTuber centric with VTuber Talk. We don't have a time and place for that just yet. But the other one, if I can pull up the email, is the... What's their name? The New to Sumo podcast. Let's see. They want to do a preview episode of the May Basho. The Sunday before the Basho. I don't know if it's going to be live or if it's going to be recorded that Sunday and then posted, but be sure to look up the New to Sumo podcast. I'll see if I can't find a link and put it in the description down below. So look out for that. I'm going to be guesting on 2 podcasts before the start of the next tournament. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Once again, to those that have been watching the old reruns, the 2023 reruns, I hope you have been enjoying them. And again, the comments have been a little funny of people thinking that they actually missed some of the tournament when it's just, read the title and it's 3 years ago. Look at the thumbnail. There's Teruno Fuji in it. But thank you very much for watching. Don't roast my picks too hard. Hopefully this is the time I actually win this stupid ass game. And we will catch you cats later.